Welcome back to the Barbecue Lab. We are on location at a beautiful cabin out in Brown County. We went ahead and brought the Grilla Chimp along for some testing. We're going to walk you through all of the cooks we did out here in the forest and show you if this is a great portable grill that you want to put in your barbecue arsenal. Melissa and I just celebrated our 23rd anniversary, and we decided we wanted to go ahead and go find a cabin someplace off the grid and enjoy some time alone. We knew we had to do some cooking while we were there, and we thought testing the Chimp would be a great idea. So before we get into the cooks that we did, let's walk through the unit. One of the first things you'll notice is that the lid is stainless steel on the Chimp. When you open the lid up, one of the things I really like is that there is a grease block or some kind of a grease baffle so that grease doesn't run down the front of your grill from the splatters that hit the lid. I like that about the Chimp. If you look on top, there's an upper rack, and that upper rack comes out quite easily, but it is also really nice, and we'll show you that here in a little bit. Also, there is a main grate that is also stainless steel. The grate is one single piece, but it's not so large that it's awkward when you get it out. Underneath the grate, there's a stainless steel diverter that pushes your grease all the way to the right where there's a drip cup. The grease drains down into the drip bucket, and as you can see, this is a pretty standard configuration. Metal bucket underneath a hanging hook where the grease just falls in, and there's quite a bit of capacity, so I don't feel like I have to empty it after every single cook that we do. Just above the grease bucket is the exhaust for the unit. You'll see there's just a couple of oblong holes on the right side of the grill where all of the smoke and heat will exit the unit. So if you're looking for an exhaust stack, that doesn't exist on the Chimp, just these two oblong holes where all of your smoke and all of your heat will exit. At the very bottom of the unit, you'll see the pellet burn cup, and this is where your pellets are augered in from the hopper, dropped on top of the hot rod, heated up, and this is where all of your heat comes from. The pellet hopper on the Grilla Chimp is a 15-pound hopper, and all you have to do is unlock this little latch here, and you can see that this comes up. Then you can go ahead and get in and look at your pellets. We cooked Friday dinner, all of our meals on Saturday, and this is what's left of our 15 pounds. 15 pounds was more than enough to get us through a day and a half of cooking. The primary reason that we brought the Grilla Chimp is because this is a portable pellet grill. If you look here at the legs, you can see that there are wheels on one side, legs on the other, and it is meant to be able to be wheeled around and collapsed into the back of the truck. Right here, there is a lock button that allows you to lock these legs completely open. There's one on this side, there's one on the other side as well. So all of these legs will lock in place once you get this set up. But until you're ready to have it set up and cook, those legs will fold up into the bottom of the body and make this so you can pick it up with two people and move it wherever you want to go. On each side of the unit, there is a robust handle. Now this is where you're going to lift it, one handle on each side, one person on each side when you're going to transport it, and these are solid. I have no problem lifting this up, Melissa on one side, me on the other, and moving this pellet grill around. This is what the handle looks like on the exhaust side, the exact same handle both places, and it's really easy to maneuver around. When it came to assembly, this was one of the easier grills to assemble that we've tested here at the lab this year. There were only really three things that needed to be put on. The first was this handle on the side. The second was this drip bar to keep the drips from going down the front of the grill. And the third thing was this handle for the lid. Other than that, this unit comes fully assembled. Hey, if you're getting value out of this video, be sure to hit that like button and consider sharing this with another friend that really likes outdoor cooking and taking grills on the go. For our getaway, we're cooking everything that we're eating on the Grilla Chimp. Melissa and I have been working with a carnivore diet as of late, so we started the weekend out right with a beef ribeye steak. We're testing the Fireboard Pulse wireless thermometer, and it's designed to leave a good portion of the thermometer outside of the steak to get more accurate ambient temperature readings. We seasoned with a medium coat of our Barbecue Lab steak seasoning, set the Grilla Chimp to 500 degrees, and set our grill grate flavor zone on the main grate to come up to temperature. The steak went on the upper rack to come up to temperature before a final sear. We monitored the Fireboard app to let us know when we hit 120 degrees Fahrenheit, then move the steak down to the flavor zone to sear. This grill grate will fit into the Chimp from front to back just like it's designed, but I didn't want to take out the top rack, and I thought I knew better, but just ended up moving the grate all over every time I moved the steak. Lesson learned there. After a 90-degree twist and a flip to the second side, the steak was done, and we got some great crosshatch marks on the steak with a portable pellet grill. While the steak was resting inside the cabin, I threw on some shrimp skewers that we basted with butter throughout the cook. At 500 degrees, it just took a couple of minutes on each side and we were ready for dinner. I don't know that I'd call steak and shrimp a traditional roughing it in the woods type meal, but I'm here for it, and it was our anniversary after all. Breakfast the next morning called for bacon and eggs, so we flipped the grill grate panel over to the griddle side and laid out our bacon. One feature I love about Grilla Grill's models is their pause feature, and holding in the pause button will give you 5 minutes where the auger won't continue to feed in pellets and overheat the grill if you have the lid open for a long stretch. Super handy while trying to get this bacon all lined up. We love crispy bacon, and the flavor zone got us the doneness we were looking for. Even though this grate is slotted, it will still do over medium eggs without any difficulty. We seasoned the eggs with our all-purpose seasoning, and after a couple of eggs for each of us, breakfast was ready. If you'd like to check the current price on the Grilla Chimp, make sure you check out the links down in the description below. Prices are always changing, and we do our best to send you to the place where we know you can get the best price on this grill. We brought some pork loin back ribs for dinner, so we set the Grilla Chimp to Pro mode to tell the grill to let the pellets smoke longer before igniting each time. 250 degrees was our target temperature, and since the ribs were going to be on for 3 hours before we wrapped them, we did some hiking in the forest around our cabin. We can't really say enough good things about Antler Log Cabins south of Indianapolis. I'll make sure we put a link down in the description if you're in the Midwest and want a secluded forest getaway. After 3 hours in the smoke, here's what our ribs looked like. We wrapped them in foil with butter and a bit more barbecue rub, and 2 hours later, here's the result. Our fireboard spark was reading between 203 and 207 degrees between the bones, and the ribs were done. While the ribs were resting, we turned the grill up to 450 degrees and added a few chicken wings. I flipped the wings after about 20 minutes, and at the 45-minute mark, the wings had got some great color and dinner was ready. So what are my final thoughts on the Grilla Chimp? Well, I have to say, first of all, for a portable pellet grill, this really does a great job. It feels like a real pellet grill, not just a portable pellet grill, and that's a huge asset to this grill. I was really impressed that we could get all the way up to 500 degrees on a portable pellet grill, which is not extremely common. And the sear that we were able to get on a steak using grill grates was something I didn't expect from something that's portable. I think if you're interested in a portable unit, you really ought to take a deep look at the grill grate system as well, because flipping it over, making breakfast, making bacon, eggs, all on the pellet grill in the morning was really, really handy if we're cooking outside on location. If you have a smaller family and you're cooking for maybe 2, 3, maybe even 4, and you only have room for one grill on your patio, and you like to do camping or you like to do tailgating, I would really seriously give the Grilla Chimp a look. It could be the only grill on your back patio, and you could fully grill and smoke, hot and fast, low and slow. It does all of that for you in a small, compact unit. I'm David Gafford from the Barbecue Lab. Behind the camera is my lovely wife, Melissa, of 23 years, and we can't wait to see you on the next one.